Greetings, boys and girls, and all you other people.
And boils and ghouls.
Boils and ghouls. Welcome back to From the Slab. We did take last week off, mainly because I had to go and figure out which pizza was best in the United States. Turns out you can't find that out in one night.
No.
So it's still a mystery.
Still say Brooklyn.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. It's pretty good. It's pretty darn good.
It's Brooklyn.
Could be. All right. Well, anyway, it's good to see you all. We did miss last week, and we're sorry for that, but we are back right now. And remember, tonight, if you want to be a part of our game, go ahead and put something in the comments section saying that I want to play the game, and we'll get you in there. You just need a smartphone and or a laptop, and preferably a set of headphones, just so we're not repeating
loops.
Each other. Yeah, feedbacking.
Yeah.
Feedbacking, which actually, when it's only just two people here, like two people right here, feedback's not usually an issue. But once you start adding more people, earbuds are definitely recommended. So yeah, if you can do that, that's great. If you are in the chat, feel free to say hello. Once again, I am your friendly neighborhood monkey boy, and this is Chris.
Hi.
I feel like I should give him a nickname, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Jason would like to play the game.
Jason would like to play the game. All right.
Right.
Jason would like to play the game. We've got our first game player of the evening, and the game will happen later on after we do our synopsis of tonight's movie and give you a little bit of insight as to what we thought and find out what you guys thought if you were watching it, which would be really cool. It is my bandmate Jonesy's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Jonesy.
Happy birthday to Jonesy, who probably will not be watching, and we probably may miss our Professor Feather tonight as well because of it. I think he's cooking. I don't know, but cheers. And how was your week, buddy?
I moved.
You moved. I moved too. I just moved just now.
Yeah.
Look, I'm doing it now.
I moved a whole county away.
You did move a whole county away. Well, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
You are now in a much wider place than you were.
Yeah, that's not going to last forever.
Oh, that's okay. I did not sing happy birthday to her. Did you sing happy birthday to her?
I did not. I have.
You've had a lot on your plate.
I've left the dude domicile.
That's right. And now you're from the Slab Central. Just saying. We're actually in the same room together. If you do not know this, I had to move as well to where he is now. And I had to put all this shit up behind me. It wasn't easy to do in such a short period of time. But that's okay. So remember, let me put this thing up because this always helps. Or maybe it's just not here. Oh, no. I want to play. Oh, there it is. All right. So yeah, if you would like to be a contestant in tonight's game, please say I want to play the game in the comments, and then we'll get you in one way or another. If not, you're going to have to play with yourself. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works, but could be fun. So tonight's movie is Damien, the Omen 2. Who suggested this one? Was that Professor Feather?
No. Was it Jason? Did Jason win last week?
Jason?
Or 2 weeks ago?
Jason did Queen of the Damned.
Yeah.
I don't believe he did this one, but he might have.
I don't have my notes.
It's odd that someone picks a sequel.
Queen of the Damned was a sequel.
It was, but it was also a standalone movie.
Yeah.
It was Jason. He did okay.
Yeah.
Very good. We're gonna get started on this. I guess Jason, you seem to be the only person commenting tonight, so you might win the game by default. Ooh, that's not how we would do things. We'll figure it out. Don't you worry. But I'm sure we will get more. If you do happen to be in the chat, you can go ahead and feel free to share a like. Share us with your friends and let them know we're here. Hi, Delilah.
Hi, Delilah.
Girl, it's good to see you. So yeah, if you are watching this in a replay, thank you for being here. And remember, next week, show up at 9:00. We'll be here. Or will we? Yes, I am going on tour very shortly. And I'm not sure I'm going to be here that week.
That's what a phone's for.
Well, I'll be on a stage.
On a Tuesday?
Yes, I will.
Very cool.
On a Tuesday, I will be in Birmingham, Alabama.
Worst places to be.
Worst places to be. I agree. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer for this movie, and we'll go from there. All right?
Let's.
The terror of the past is but a taste of the future. What happened before was a hint of the horror to come. The first time was only a warning. William Holden, Lee Grant, Damien, Omen 2.
Tell me about Damien. What sort of a boy is he?
He's your brother's son. He's a boy you've loved for 7 years. Well, you can't believe this.
And
It's over. It is a filthy, stupid story, and it's over.
you mustn't attract attention.
You're not going to treat Damien any differently. You're not going to look at him. You're not going to talk to him any differently.
The day will come when everyone will know who you are, but that day is not yet.
I know who you are. Say it, Mark.
Get Mark away from Damien.
Look at me, Mark.
Damien, there are things you don't understand. Read your Bible. You better get over here right away.
He needs me.
I need you.
Damien, Omen 2.
Why only other boys and not Damien?
I don't understand.
Damien has a different cell structure.
Different? What does it mean?
I've been working on the story for years now. I think I pieced it together. Oh, please, please, you must listen to me.
The first time was only a warning.
Five deaths, 5 unexplained horrible accidents. We are all in great danger.
You can't make me believe it.
You've got to believe it. He killed Mark. He killed Atherton and Bessarion. And he'll keep on killing. He'll kill anyone he thinks is threatening him.
Listen to yourself. Listen to how crazy you sound.
And I saw Charles killed. I saw Damien's face on the wall.
William Holden,
Where's Damien?
Lee Grant, Damien, Omen 2. The first time was only a warning.
Wow.
Oh, I miss old 70s and 80s trailers, man.
You too. And you know what? That trailer was almost as long as the entire movie.
Yeah, that they tell
You just froze up
Hell,
on me. bud.
almost entire epic voice guy.
Epic voice guy.
I miss epic voice guy.
Damien, the Omen 2.
Yeah.
He had always the little sounded like he had pop rocks in the back of his throat at all times. They were just going off while he was speaking. Now is the time. It was so good. So yeah,
In a world.
in a world. So if you have not seen, if you're brand new to this and you have not seen any of the Omen movies, I'm going to give a summary of the Omen 2. But first, I would feel remiss to not let you know a few things about the Omen 1.
Yeah.
In the Omen 1, there was a child named Damien who was born in an Italian hospital. And he was basically, he was born of a jackal in an Italian hospital, because that's where jackals go to give birth to their children, is in Italian hospitals.
Well, it was also a religious hospital.
It was a religious hospital as well. Basically, there was Robert and Catherine Thorne, and they had a baby too, and this was on the 6th hour of the 6th month of the 6th day or something. Anyway, their baby died at childbirth, but the mother did not know this. Robert was given the opportunity by a priest who seemed a little sketchy the whole fucking time to go ahead and swap babies and basically take this baby on as his own. Didn't tell him about the jackal part. I think he should have. I think that's fair. That's like full.
Well, he literally said that the mother had died during childbirth.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So basically what
Bad priest.
Anyway, so let's go further. The kid's growing up. Lots of people are dying in his name because he is the son of Satan, the Antichrist. And at the end, he winds up killing his mother and his father. His father tries to kill Damien in a church with sacred daggers, and police catch him and shoot him. And so that was the basic gist of the Omen. But he lives and he gets adopted. And this starts out a few weeks after the funerals of Robert and Catherine Thorne. Archaeologist Carl Bugenhagen, love the name, Bugenhagen, and made a drinking game out of Bugenhagen. But I did it during the Omen, not the Omen 2. I did it on the wrong movie because they say Bugenhagen so much in the Omen 2, it's not even funny. But if you get a chance to watch the Omen 2, you do a shot every time they say Bugenhagen. You will be drunk before the middle of the movie. All right, so archaeologist Carl Bugenhagen learns that their adopted son Damien is alive. He's living, okay? He's still alive, and he's confiding to his friend Michael Morgan that Damien is, in fact, the Antichrist. Bugenhagen wants him to give Damien's new guardian a box containing the means to kill Damien. As Morgan is unconvinced, Bugenhagen takes him to a local ruin, as you do, to see the mural of Yagel's Wall. Yagel's Wall? Whatever. Anyway, which was said to have been drawn by a monk who saw the devil and had visions of the Antichrist as he would appear from birth to adulthood. Though Morgan believes him upon seeing an ancient depiction of the Antichrist with Damien's face, and it's clearly the kid from the Omen. Damien's face. It's clearly him. I was a little surprised that old wall had his face on it. But, whatever. Both him and Bugenhagen are trapped and buried alive as the tunnel collapses. Okay.
That's some long distance ESP.
That's ESPN is what that is.
Yes.
And ESPN2 for the lesser known ESPing. All right. 7 years later, however, the 12-year-old Damien is living in Chicago with his uncle, industrialist Richard Thorne, and his second wife, Anne. Now, it's his second wife, and it gets pointed out a lot. Like, she gets picked on for being the second wife by family members and stuff like that, but not by Damien. He's a good Antichrist. Okay, anyway, Damien gets along well with his cousin Mark, Richard's son from his first marriage, with whom Damien is enrolled in a military academy. However, Damien is despised by Richard's aunt, Marion, who sees him as a bad influence on Mark and demands that they be separated. Anne vehemently reacts and demands that Aunt Marion leave. Aunt Marion threatens to rewrite her will, i.e. the allocation of her shares in the family business, but she's found dead in her bed by Anne the following morning, an apparent heart attack after being visited by a raven. Nevermore. You know, the raven kind of thing. All right. Perched on her windowsill in the dead of night, which is good that it was the dead of night and not, you know what I mean? Because she died.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. At Thorne Industries, manager Paul Buer suggests expanding the company's operations into agriculture. However, the project is shelved by senior manager Bill Atherton, who calls Buer's intention of buying up land in the process unethical. We could talk about that all day. I don't really think he just wants to help famine, but at the same time make some money. Nothing wrong with making some money. Anyway, at Mark's birthday party, Buer introduces himself to Damien, invites him to see the plan, and also speaks of his approaching initiation. Buer seemingly makes up with Atherton, who drowns after falling through the ice at a hockey game at a lake the following day, which, by the way, that was the scariest part of the movie, was the underneath the ice trying to get, for some reason, if you grew up with somewhere where there was frozen lakes, I've seen that happen for real, and it's very scary. Just letting you know. Okay, so anyway, photojournalist named Joan Hart, Melissa Joan Hart's stepmother. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but originally her name was Joan Hart too, and then she married another Hart. It was like a heart-to-heart thing. We'll talk about that later on the heart-to-heart episode of From the Slab. But right now, photojournalist named Joan Hart, a friend of the Thorne Museum curator, Dr. Charles Warren, arrives in Chicago and attempts to interview Richard. Badly, though. She does it badly. It's a bad attempt. When she asks about his brother's involvement with Bugenhagen, Richard angrily ends the interview after saying Bugenhagen like 14 times during this interview. I have to take a drink just thinking about it.
You go dead from the one scene alone.
You might get yourself some alcohol poisoning from all of the Bugenhagens that are being just gone. Anyway, so Richard angrily ends the interview, having recently seen Yagel's wall herself. Joan is horrified when she visits the academy and sees Damien in person. Okay, she drives away in a panic, but her car mysteriously stalls. The Raven appears, the same Raven, I think. I mean, you don't know.
It's implied it's the same Raven.
It's implied. We never caught the Raven's name the first time around. So, I mean, it could be a different one. It could be his like brother or cousin. I don't know.
Steve.
Anyway.
Steve the Raven.
Steve the Raven. Let's call him Steve. So Steve appears and attacks Joan by pecking out her eyes. The eyes. Okay. She's killed by a semi-truck after wandering blindly into its path, because when your eyes get pecked out, you can't see, first off. Second off, you can't hear anything. Not a semi-truck coming at you. You can't do anything. Like, as soon as your eyes are gone, forget it. The only thing you can do is piss yourself and get run over by trucks. That's what happens. All right. Meanwhile, At the academy, Damien's new commander, Sergeant Neff, brilliantly played by who?
That would be Lance Henriksen,
Lance Henriksen,
the patron
incomparable-
saint, the patron saint of sci-fi movies.
He is. He was in Pumpkinhead. He was in Pumpkinhead, sir.
And Aliens.
And what was that? Was it Scanners?
Yeah. And he was on that show. He was on that show Millennium.
He was on Millennium.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he was in The Terminator.
oh, he was in the Terminator.
And he was in Alien 3.
The third one, which we all know is the best one.
And Alien versus Predator.
Oh, he did versus the Predator, all right. Well, anyway, meanwhile, at the academy, Damien's new commander, Sergeant Neff, is revealed to be a secret Satanist. Dum, dum, dum. Damien
As opposed to the rest of us who are just out about it.
We're out about it. I'm like, what? Satan? He's my dog, yo. Anyway, Damien learns his true nature and flees the academy grounds because he's freaked out. Damien didn't know he was the Antichrist. He just thought weird shit happened. Later, Dr. David Passerian is killed when he and his assistant suffocate from toxic fumes during an apparent industrial accident. The incident sickens Damien's class, who were visiting the plant at the time. Treated at the hospital, only Damien is found to be completely unaffected by the fumes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. A doctor suggests keeping him in the hospital as a precaution. The doctor is then spared his life that because he lets him go home, basically. Because Damien looked like he was going to kill that doctor if he had to spend another day in the hospital. If you've ever spent multiple days in the hospital, I understand it. You don't have to be the Antichrist to want to kill the doctor. All right.
Especially in the 80s.
Especially in the 80s. There was nothing to do in there. They had one station, and it was just that one where it was like a babbling brook, and like the music was it was lower than lo-fi in the background. You know what I'm talking about? It was like, and you could just hear, all you could hear was the sound of running water, and you couldn't get away with it because from it you could turn it off, but your fucking roommate would have it, and then you'd pee yourself all night. It was horrible. Hi. Back to this. The doctor discovers that Damien's marrow cells resemble those of a jackal.
Yeah.
Okay, but before he can investigate any further or report his findings, he's killed by a falling elevator.
Easily the coolest kill in the entire movie.
Easily the coolest kill. And you know who that doctor was?
No.
Michael Winslow.
As in
Police
Academy. Okay.
Michael Winslow, the guy who makes all of the noises.
Oh.
All right.
The creeps, the sweeps, the bleeps.
The creeps,
Yeah.
the sweeps, woo, and the bleeps. Yep. Meanwhile, Bugenhagen's box has been, that sounds dirty. Bugenhagen's box. Hey, baby, I'm going to do you at Bugenhagen's box. Anyway, has been found during an excavation of the ruins and delivered to the Thorn Museum. Dr. Warren opens it and finds the 7 daggers of Megiddo. Okay? The only weapons that are able to kill Damien. The only ones. The 7 daggers of Megiddo. Right?
Why do ancient names sound so goofy?
I don't know. Along with a letter by Bugenhagen. Explaining that Damien is the Antichrist. Warren rushes to inform Richard. Mark overhears their conversation and confronts Damien. He's like, dude, you're the Antichrist. And Damien's like, brah, yeah, you know? So anyway, reluctantly and then proudly admitting being the devil's son, Damien pleads with Mark to join him on his rise to power. Because it's kind of good. And I like you, Mark. You're really nice, you know? But Mark is like, no. And Damien's like, well, I'm going to be forced to kill you, buddy. And he's like, no. And he's like, I don't want to kill you. Just join me. And he's like, no. It's a very tense scene. And no, yes, whatever. But eventually, Damien gives Mark an aneurysm and he dies. He's dead. Mark's dead because he's on the side with the G's. Okay. Shaken by his son's death, Richard goes to New York City to see a half-crazed Warren before being taken to the train station where Iago's wall is being stored in a cargo carrier. He sees Damien's image. A switching locomotive impales Warren and crushes him against the carriage. Also, a really good kill, by the way.
Yeah.
Destroying the wall and convincing Richard beyond a doubt that Damien is the motherfucking Antichrist, okay? Upon his return, Richard has Damien picked up from his graduation at the academy, and while taking Anne, and at the same time he's taking Anne to the museum, when they find the daggers in Warren's office in the Thorn Museum, Anne uses them to kill Richard. Whoa, it's a twist.
Hello, 0069, the roofer.
0069, the roofer. Putting on your fucking roof. Better tip me after it's over. All right. Okay. So they find the daggers in Warren's office, and Anne uses them to kill Richard, revealing herself to be a Satanist. She says, I've always belonged to him, and then screams, Damien! Like Rocky. Just like that, too. It was weird. It was very Rocky-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Having heard the altercation from an outside corridor, Damien wills a nearby boiler room to explode, setting fire to the building and killing Anne. Damien leaves the burning museum and is picked up by the family driver Murray as the fire department arrives. And I have a sneaking suspicion Murray's totally in on it too.
That's fair to say.
I think so. It's really good. If anybody, once again, I know there's not a whole lot of people in here tonight, but if you want to be in the game, so far we only have one player. If anybody wants to be in the game, please say so now, or whatever. We'll figure it out. But
good job, Brian.
Thank you very much. I think I deserve a little applause. Oh,
very nice.
Yeah, thank you. It was really good. Really, really, really good. I realized I did not do a horrible thought of the week.
Oh no,
I didn't. But that's okay because I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what Chris thinks about the Omen 2. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, it was fine-ish. It struggled to keep my interest in between kills. It seemed like the whole movie was designed. It seemed like they came up with the kills and wrote the plot around it. Because it's almost beat for beat the original movie.
I agree. They definitely tried to stick with the formula of the first movie. And I think by doing that, they fell horrendously short. Because, unfortunately, the kid who played Damien did a great job. He's not a bad actor. There was no bad actors in this movie. He didn't have that same creepy, scary little kid factor that they had in The Omen. Like,
the
first kid was just creepy as fuck all.
Right. I mean, and this kid was very normal adolescent kid.
But I think that was kind of their point too, was that he was a normal adolescent kid who didn't really know he was the Antichrist. And it had to be believable that he didn't know it. If he was more creepy, then I think that it wouldn't have worked like that. I mean, it was a good movie of the original trilogy, of which I do not include the Omen for the next day or whatever the fuck it was. The Omen for Electric Boogaloo. I don't. I don't include that. Of the three movies, which were The Omen, Damien the Omen 2, and The Omen 3, The Final Conflict, this was not my favorite of the three.
No.
But
Even The Final Conflict is slow as fuck.
So is The Omen.
But it makes up for it in
Tension.
atmosphere and
Tension.
acting and plot.
As
I
I
mean,
said,
there's a lot going on in The Omen that you really don't remember. Like there's the whole thing with David Warner's character, investigating and trying to, convince Gregory Peck of everything. There's the whole
there's a lot
terrorizing Lee Remick.
I think the characters were a little better in the first one. Although I do believe that The Omen 2 was very necessary to progress the storyline along to the third movie, which was The Final Conflict, which ended the entire series before 4 came along. And it was already over by then, so we didn't have to worry about it.
I mean, I think if they had taken the exact same movie and put it in Dick Donner's hands, it probably would have been as good as the first one.
Probably. Absolutely. I think so. But I mean, it was still a decent movie. I'm going to give it 2 horns up, not all the horns. 2.
I'll give it 1.5.
1.5. Okay.
1.5.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair. It's fair. I mean, it was a little slow. So yeah, no, I think that's fine. Anybody in the chat, did you see The Omen 2? And what did you think about it? Go ahead and let us know. We would like to know. If you would like to be a contestant in tonight's game, please say, I want to play the game in the comments, and we will have you play the game. We will get you in here. In the meantime, I think we need to talk to this guy. Go ahead and let us know what you thought of The Omen 2 in the meantime. Hey there, kids. Don't forget, if you're watching right now and you're in the chat, go ahead and share this with everybody you know. So my question is, why haven't you clicked that share button yet? Go ahead and do it. We want to see more people in here. We want to talk to your friends. We want to talk to you. I want you guys fighting with each other over things. This is going to be fun. Click the share button.
Roofer wants to play.
All right. Sean's back. And awesome movie, all horns, Tom said. All right, Tom, I agree with you. I mean, honestly, I'm very partial to these kind of movies that are a little slower, a little bit more. They try to pull out the dramatic. Like I said, I thought, like Chris said too, I think the first one did a little better than this one for sure. Yeah. But Rosemary's Baby was another slow burn. There was a few. Even Amityville Horror was kind of slow. The original.
I didn't like that one either.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, it's not for everybody. Now, I mean, if you're talking about Lords of Salem, however, was an example of how not to do a slow burn movie. And let's just say he hasn't done a whole shitload since then. I mean, he's tried. Did he, though? Did he really? And I'm just saying, before that, he was killing it. Killing it.
Yeah.
So
and especially I'm sure, what year did this come out? 81?
Yeah.
78. Came out 2 years later. Weird. Yeah. I think at the time, a slow burn movie could work a lot better.
I think definitely.
I mean, not to say long movies are not out of fashion at this point in time,
but
but
have,
the slow burn movie, the slow burn horror movie is definitely not something that is kind of acceptable.
Yeah, so the thing of it is, and I agree. Well, first off, I agree with you, Tom. The third was better than the second, and
Well, I mean, it had Sam Neill in it. I mean,
and
Sam Neill can read the phone book, and I'm happy.
interested for sure. But but I mean, it was definitely necessary because it had to each one of those movies progressed the story along, and you know, it was kind of like by the time you get to the third one, if you sit down and watch all three, I mean, if you have enough cocaine to do so, then you're looking at, I mean, you feel like you know Damien. You feel like you've grown up with him. And I feel like I grew up with him. I have
it's such a
back of my, it just appeared. I didn't even tattoo it or nothing.
It's, I mean, the whole thing, it's such a great idea.
On it, but it is.
And they tried a series.
They did try a series.
About, I don't know, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
On A&E, I think.
It was a like, weird channel for a series.
Yeah, I think it was A&E. And it was really good. It got canceled after one season, but it was really good. It was almost a direct sequel to the first movie, ignoring the second and third.
So it was like the Jesus Christ years, like after he was born, but you know.
Yeah, it was him in his 30s. It was him in his 30s.
Oh, it's perfect.
And he's like a war photographer and shit.
All right.
Good show. You'll find it on Hulu or some shit. Amazon.
I'm just, please excuse me if I look like I'm elsewhere. I'm not elsewhere. I'm just
I got you. But if anybody has a chance, check out the Damien show, because I think that was probably the best way to do the next stage in Damien's life before he tries to ascend
to power.
Yeah.
Infinite power.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm not finding that, but okay, I'll just search it.
That, and I think that, and they try so hard to have the to get biblical with the story.
Yeah.
But then they just make Damien to be an evil little shit that just kills people on a whim.
That's true. And that's not the way he is.
No.
He was not actually a bad kid. He was a pretty good kid.
Right.
Who just happened to be Satan.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we're all a little Satan.
Sometimes we're a lot Satan.
So I'm going to say this one last time. If you want to be in the game, I know some of you are just popping in here. Go ahead and say you want to be a contestant and you want to play. Say something in the comments, and I will bring you in on this game. I see we've already got Jason Ashby, who has joined in. I'm very excited for this. I have sent the invites out to 69 the Roofer, who is AKA Sean.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll be popping on here in a second. So we still have some time to send some stuff out to you. I do not have a horrible thought of the week. I cannot believe that. But
it happens.
I'm not. I don't know.
It's been a weird week.
It's been a weird week. So instead, Chris is going to tell us a joke.
So this guy starts having these really intense headaches, and he goes to the doctor, and he's like, "I'm having these really intense headaches, doc. I don't know what to do." And he examines him. The doctor's like, "I know what it is. Your testicles are too heavy. They're putting pressure on your spine. They're pulling them down, and it's giving you really intense headaches. The only way we're gonna alleviate them is to amputate your testicles. He's like, no, I'll deal with the headaches. And then that night he has the worst headache of his life. So he goes back to the doctor. He goes, okay, I'm ready to have the operation. Goes in the operating room, gets his testicles removed. And he's pretty down about it. So he's like, hey, I think I'll cheer myself up, buy me a new Armani suit. So he goes to the tailor and he's like, hey, I need a suit. And Taylor's looking him up and down. He goes, hey, I bet you're a 32-inch leg. He goes, hey, how'd you know? He goes, about a 20-inch arm. He goes, yeah, how'd you know? He goes, I got a knife for this. I bet you wear size 34 underwear. He goes, no, got you there. Wear size 30. He goes, no, man, you shouldn't do that. Because if you wear underwear that small, it'll put too much pressure on your spine, give you really intense headaches.
Very good. Let's see. So a guy walks into a psychologist's office naked, wrapped in plastic wrap. Psychologist says, yep, I can clearly see your nuts. Thank you, Tom, for that one. That was good. Thank you, Chris. We've got Sean and Jason in the house. All right. We're ready for a game. Look at he just popped in there like that. He was all right. That was good.
I got my Bluetooth this time.
I hear your blue teeth. That's really cool. Right. I could tell you the story about Bluetooth, but I'm not going to. Not yet, because we've got a game to play. And so you guys know the rules, obviously. You guys are our only players. This is beginning to feel like Hollywood Squares, really.
We need a center square.
We need a center square, but we don't. We don't have one tonight. Tonight it is just you two. This is good. All right, so we're going to be playing a game tonight that you know very well called What's the Damn Answer? And basically, just remember to raise your hand if you know the answer. When the question, good, your buzzers are working. When you think you know the answer, but you gotta make sure that the question is over.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. We got a brand new intro to this because this is all we're playing these days. So let's go ahead and do it. You ready?
For the love of God, what's the damn answer? Like I said before, I just don't know. I don't know what. It's just like I tried, thought about it, but I just didn't know anything. When you get asked a question about that whole movie, what's the damn answer? When you get to thinking, you might just know the answer. What's the damn answer? What's the damn answer?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to What's the Damn Answer?
Brian, did you show the gorilla those dance moves?
I did.
Good job.
Welcome to What's the Damn Answer? The internet's only game show that asks, what's the damn answer? I hope you enjoyed that.
That was great.
All right. So you guys ready? We're going to go. Chris, please keep in mind how many questions I'm asking because they're all numbered incorrectly.
Okay. We will go to, we'll do best of 15 tonight.
We can do best of 15 tonight. Sounds good.
Yeah. So,
right, so
eight wins. 8 wins.
Right, 8 wins. But 15 questions will be asked no matter what. All right, here we go. What question does Drew Barrymore's character, Casey, ask in the opening sequence of Scream? Sean.
Do you like scary movies?
No, but that was a question that was asked in the beginning. I can understand that. But remember, this question was asked by Drew Barrymore's character.
Oh.
Anyone? Jason, by the way, great haircut.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've drawn a blank. I know the movie, and I've drawn a blank.
All right. So the answer is, why do you want to know my name?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Because
what's the answer? That
I
was the
thought
question.
she asked him the same question that he asked her.
No. She said, why do you want to know my name? He said,
Okay.
so I can know who I'm looking at.
That's right.
All right. Who was the killer in Friday the 13th, Part 2?
Sean.
Friday the 13th. Freddy Krueger.
Part 2. Freddy Krueger, no.
Ah,
Jason.
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
I
Yes.
get those mixed up. Darn it.
I get it. I get it.
Right.
I get it. It's all right. All right. All right. So you got that, Jason. Good deal. How much money? This is digging a little deeper, this one. How much money did Arnie pay for Christine in the Stephen King horror movie of the same name? How much money
Just seen this.
did Arnie pay for Christine?
Sean.
$600.
No.
Damn it. I know I just seen that damn movie too.
I mean, I got to keep quiet for the moment because, you know.
I'm playing the scene over in my head. I'm going to take a stab at here. It's 300.
No. It was actually $250.
$250.
And Sean, I mean, adjusted for inflation, maybe. All right. Okay. Nobody got that. In the movie Misery, what does Paul use to pick the lock on his door?
John.
Her hairpin.
Yes, absolutely. Correct. Very good. Very good. Okay.
Tie game, 1-1.
This one's a little tougher. Who is responsible for releasing the deadly virus in 28 days later? Who is responsible for releasing the rage virus in 28 days later?
I got nothing.
I never saw the movie. I need to see it, though.
Well, if you've never seen it, then you wouldn't know. And Sean's got nothing. So they were animal rights activists. Spoiler alert, they let the monkeys go.
I remember the monkey part, but I don't remember the rest of it.
I need to see that movie because I've heard it's good.
It's great.
It's really good.
All right. Here we go. What's the campground's name in Friday the 13th?
Jason.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Correct. All right.
There's actually a Camp Crystal Lake in upstate New York.
Yes,
there is. There's also one in New Jersey.
Yes.
Strange thing. There's a who won the Oscar for Best Actor after starring in the famous film Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, what is his name?
Damn it.
What the fuck is his name?
Oh my god. I'm gonna hate myself.
Yeah.
Sean?
I mean, Sean.
I don't think it's right, but fucking damn it. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Fucking damn it. It's
Jason,
correct. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. That's okay.
Jason, what do you got?
Hannibal Lecter.
Actor's name is Anthony Hopkins.
Very good.
Very good. That is correct.
There it
was
is.
the guy who played Hannibal Lecter. I'm going to give you a half a point on that, Sean.
Yeah.
That's all right. Here we go. Woo. We clear that one. All right. What's our score right now?
Jason's got 3 and Sean's got 1.5.
All right, 1.5. Good. That's good. That's good. You're not trailing too far. What is the name of the child who gets swept away by evil spirits in Poltergeist? Not the actress's name.
Sean.
Clarice.
Nope, that's
Come to the light, Clarice.
That was Silence of the Lambs.
Come to the light.
You were close.
What was the character's name?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, damn it. I got it now.
You got it now, huh? But we got to wait. Jason's turn.
I said silence. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
You're no idiot, sir.
I'm
Come on, Jason. You got this, buddy. You know it.
Got it?
No, I don't.
All right, Sean, what is it?
Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, come to the light. Carrie Ann.
Very, very close. It was Carol Ann.
Carol
Ann. And the little midget lady was always saying her fucking name. Carol Ann, go to the light. Stay away from the light. Go to the light. Stay away from the light. What are you doing to me? Carol Ann's just back there smoking a joint, like, whatever this little midget.
This house is clean.
That's cool. All right. This one then must be. I couldn't answer this one probably. What George's Malaise horror film is widely recognized as the world's first horror film? If you don't get this, this won't even count as a question. But if you do get this, I'm going to give you the extra half a point on top of the point.
Can you repeat the question, please?
What George's Malaise horror film is widely recognized as the world's first horror film?
Wow.
This is not easy. Sean?
I'm going to take a shot in the dark. The first horror film that I can think that was ever made is possibly Dracula.
It was a good guess. It's not, but it's not it. But it's a good guess. Jason?
Frankenstein.
No, it was a movie called. Yeah.
Was it The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari?
No, it wasn't. Which I had always thought that's what I would have chosen as well.
Or was it Haxan?
It was The Devil's Castle, which, if I'm not mistaken, does have to do with vampires. If I'm not mistaken, but I may be because I'm not that fucking old. All right.
If I win, that's the movie I pick.
All right. Okay. Sean's not winning.
We only watch talkies here.
The talkies. Yeah, that would not have had any sound to it. In the 1954 film Them, what was the monster?
Hey.
The 1954 film Them, what was the monster? I will give you a hint. They were really big.
I got nothing.
Really big versions of things that do exist.
I can take a guess, but what you got, Jason?
Oh, go ahead, Sean.
Ants.
Yes, you are correct.
Holy moly.
Absolutely correct. That's amazing. Okay, we already did this.
I was going to say spiders, but...
Well, that would have been wrong, but it would have been a good guess. It would have been a good guess. This one we've already done, so I'm going to just skip that one. This question's too hard, too. So...
5 more questions.
Okay. What is the song played at the beginning of Halloween 2? In the beginning, there's a song playing very clearly.
Sing it.
Jason.
I can sing it, but I don't know the name.
No, I know I'm going to get the song wrong. I want to say it was Dust in the Wind.
You are wrong. Yeah.
I am wrong.
Go ahead and sing it, John. No idea. All right.
Oh, brain fart.
Brain fart. It was Mr. Sandman. Mr.
Oh,
Sandman. All right.
That was
I thought
actually
it
my
was that
least
piano
favorite
thingy
Halloween
you were
movie.
talking about.
Really? 2?
Yeah, yeah.
What was your favorite?
No, it was my least favorite.
Oh, 3 was my least favorite.
I think 6 was my least favorite.
74 really kind of didn't hit me right either.
No.
It was a little bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube teamed up in this 1997 film, Anaconda, to confront John Voight and a gigantic snake, okay, which was an anaconda. What was the title of the sequel to this film, which was released in 2004?
Jason.
Blood Money.
No.
No. He was on the right track. He was on a track.
Mm-hmm.
It was a track he was on. The train did derail. Let's not pass judgment. But yeah. No, Sean, any clue?
Anaconda
It
2.
was in the neighborhood.
Anaconda 2 is correct. No, it wasn't. That's not
I
correct.
don't think so.
It was Anaconda 2, but it was The Hunt. The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. So you were kind of correct.
Yeah.
Blood Money, Blood Orchids. I don't know. I never actually saw Anaconda 2 because I saw Anaconda 1. All right. Here we go. Yeah, nobody's getting that. Which other species did aliens fight in a new film directed by Resident Evil filmmaker Paul W.S. Anderson in 2004? 2004. What other species did aliens fight in a new Aliens film directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, who directed Resident Evil?
Jason.
Alien versus Predator. That's the only one I could think of.
Correct. It was the Predator. It was, in fact, the Predator. How many more questions we got?
2.
What is the name of the dance near the beginning of the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Jason.
Time Warp Dance?
Yep.
The Time Warp. Yes, I was going to be mad if nobody got that.
I just went and saw the musical down at the park down from where I live.
All right.
I'd have felt terrible
That's awesome.
because everybody was dancing.
Listen, it's just a jump to the left and then a step
Step
to the right.
right.
And then you put your hands on your hips and bend your knees in time. But it's the pelvic thrusts that really drive you insane. Okay.
Last question.
What 2012 horror film starred Ethan Hawke as a disturbed writer and included a demon known as Bagul?
Scientifically, the scariest movie of all time.
Yes, it is. I can't think of the name. Damn it. Sean, you're going to have to get... I know the movie, I just can't think of the name.
I don't even know the movie.
You don't know the movie.
I'm sorry. If you
We've
were
done
doing older
this
stuff,
movie
then
too.
maybe.
We can give one more question if we have to.
Okay.
But the name of the movie...
Sinister.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You need to watch that movie.
Oh,
I
great
just couldn't
movie.
remember the name of it, but it's a good movie.
Yep.
I got one more.
Scientifically, the scariest movie of all time. Let's do one more.
Let's do one more, shall we? I'm trying to find an older one here. This is an old one. Who did Dr. Frankenstein tame In George Romero's movie Day of the Dead, what was the name of the tamed zombie? I'm going to just call it, I'm going to say it. It was a zombie. He had a name in Day of the Dead.
Sean.
Igor.
No. Jason.
I don't. I got nothing.
It was Bub.
Bub.
Huh.
All right.
All right. So
Jason is the winner.
Jason is
is
one. John,
5
thank
to
you for
2.5.
playing. You're all winners to me. You're all winners. Jason, though, you have won. Sean, I gotta let you go, bud.
Sean makes me earn it. Trust me. He makes me earn it.
There we
Our
go.
reigning champion.
Our reigning champion. Our winner right there. Can you feel the love? Can you
Absolutely.
feel it? This is good. You have won, sir. That's not actually a special effects. That's me just clicking on my mouse making that happen. So, just so you know. So, Jason, you have won again. This is the third game in a row
I know.
that you have won. You are don't be sad. Don't be sad that you are a winner, sir. It's okay. 69 the Roofer says congratulations.
Thank you. I think I know what movie I want to pick, and it is strictly based off of what I see in Chris's camera.
Ooh.
Oh.
But the only thing is, I don't know if you've actually done the review on this movie.
We haven't.
We have not, if it's the one I'm thinking.
You may be.
Is that it?
It's Demon Night.
We did do Demon Night.
I saw his Creep Show shirt. I'm like,
Yeah, we have done Demon Night.
Okay.
And I can see where you made the thing because of the Crypt Keeper, and he was there, and the thing, and the thing, and the thing.
All right. Let's see.
It's okay. Take your time. It's all right. Take your time. Hold on 1 second. I think I've got a little theme song.
While Jason's thinking of a movie, Brian, what do you got going on this weekend?
This weekend, Friday morning, I am doing an interview with Christina Osment online. It's an AM thing. Go to Osment Entertainment on Facebook, and you will see this crazy live stream. And on this live stream, I will be telling you about the upcoming tour for the Dudes, which is part 1 of 2. And it's going to be a hoot. It starts at 9 a.m. on Friday morning. Or it starts at 8 a.m. Technically, the show starts at 8 a.m. I will probably be on about 8:30. I don't usually start drinking till 9 anyway. So, but yeah, it'll be Friday morning. I will be there, and it will be go to Osment Entertainment or Christina Osment, and you can see it. And I will also make sure I put a link up on the Dude page right here where you're at if you're on Facebook, and that'll be good. What do you got going on, Chris?
So Friday night, Thrown Together will be at American Legion Post 30, open to the public.
Over on Lockwood. Okay.
Yeah. And we've got Jimmy from Wrecked by Apathy filling in on drums.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah. And Saturday night, Thrown Together is going to be at Papa Joe's. Where we will have Johnny Tarja from Sunset Strip filling in on drums.
Very nice. I noticed you didn't ask me to fill in on drums, which is really good because I'm not a drummer.
So that should be good times.
All right, I'm excited. There's a good chance you might see me on Saturday night.
That would be.
You might not. I don't know. We are going to a wedding on Saturday, and it's a beach wedding, and who knows? I might have a tan. You might see me tan, and I might come in.
All right.
And not play the drums.
Okay. You sing a song.
I will sing a song.
Yeah. All right, Jason, what do we got?
All right. It's kind of an off the wall movie, but I kind of dug it when I was younger. It was The Last House on the Left.
The Last House on the Left.
The original?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Wes Craven's student film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there for it.
Great movie.
It's uncomfortable.
It's Wes Craven. I can't think of very many movies that he did that were bad.
It was filmed partially in the woods that I used to play in as a child.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my! So this has a kind of a personal feel to it for you.
It really does. It really does feel very, very personal.
Yep.
Although it never had nothing like that ever happened to me, but it was filmed primarily in the next town over from me, but it was also filmed in the woods that I used to play in as a child. That was actually right behind my house.
Yes, right.
Awesome. So, all right, next week, The Last House on the Left, which is really disturbing movie. Really disturbing movie. I'm really excited to be seeing it.
I'm having a good time.
I've had a couple movies here that you guys looked at and Chris was like, they're all right. So I'm thinking, well, you know what? Maybe I can come up with one that Chris will be like, yes, I can actually enjoy this movie.
It's hard, man. Chris don't like nothing.
I hate everything.
Chris hates everything. Not everybody hates Chris. Chris hates everything.
Yes.
So, Jason, thank you so much for playing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you were here this week or if you're watching on a replay, thank you once again. And tell your friends about us. We are here most every Tuesday night. I'm going to see if I can find a replacement for myself while I'm on tour. That might be hard, but it might not. You never know. And if I can be here myself, I will.
Depends on how your voice is after.
Well, I've got shows every night whilst on tour. So Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, I probably will be on stage. But we don't know. We just don't know. I'm going to see how it all spans out. But next week, I will be here. Chris will be here. And we will be doing Last House on the Left. Thank you, Jason. I'm going to say goodbye to you first. Goodbye, sir. All right. And to everyone else, on behalf of everyone here from the Slab and myself, Monkey Boy, and Chris, and the 23 people that we have working behind the scenes to make sure that this is the quality programming that you hoped to have tonight when you tuned in. We love you. Thank you. You ready, Chris?
Bye.